taking, let's say, a makeup artist, for example. Makeup is something that's really booming in the creative industry. So if you're a makeup artist and you are looking at getting a passive source of income, I think always it starts with you, the main person, which you get actively involved for the start. And once you see there is the demand for you to scale up, you can even get people. When I started my YouTube channel and I started putting information across, people started asking me for my preset and luts, which will be coming out very soon. The comments that come around should trigger you to do certain things. I think we have to be responsive to certain things. 700 cedis, just one. Someone will also sell it for cheaper. There is a numbers game here. The person selling it for cheaper would have to do more in order to make it. There are some gigs that come around that they will request for your business certificate and some other stuff. So if you don't have them, it will be very difficult to get gigs.
Have you lost a gig because of that? Okay. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the Die of a Creative podcast. And on this podcast, you know that we share valuable information to creatives and other trends that are going on in the creative space. And today we have an amazing guest with us here. He's going to share a very powerful subject to us. Now, this program is sponsored by Christocentric Rentals. If you need any camera equipment to rent for your program, when you get in touch with them, they are going to make sure that they will sort you out. And my name is Ebenezer Makwenchi, and I'm your host today. Now, the person that we are going to interview today, he is the CEO of Anchor Studios. And if you are someone who loves using backdrops, when you go on IG and search for vintage backdrops, he is the CEO of that brand as well. And there are some other stuff he's doing that he's going to share with us. So, without much ado, I welcome our guest. Mr. Anchor, you are so welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you too for accepting to be with us here. It's such a privilege to have you here this day. Yeah. So Anchor, Mr. Anchor. Who is Mr. Anchor?
Okay. Mr. Anchor is a creative entrepreneur who has been in this space for some time now. That's what I can say about who Mr. Anchor is.
Okay. So is Mr. Anchor, where are you based?
Okay, currently we are based in Kumasi, but we work all around Ghana. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So someone will say that I've been following Mr. Anchor for some time now. Mm-hmm. Where did he go to school? Where was he raised? Can you tell us something about that?
Okay. So my early years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been always in Kumasi. I started my basic school in Kumasi at Joy Standard School, and first went to SHS at Prepare College. I'm an amount for
Kumasi.
Yeah, also in Kumasi, and after that I ended up in KNUST.
I think this was mine. Mine was I attended JHS at Osino.
All right.
And then SHS at Osino. And a lady friend of mine was like, Eben, Senka, University Osino. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So KNUS, what program did you read there?
Okay, so I read building technology and I specialized in quantity surveying and construction economics.
Then you are making money. Okay. So Anchor, you did building technology.
Yeah.
But now you're a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Okay. How it all started.
Yeah.
Right on campus, I was using my phones to document random stuff.
Which year was that?
I think that was 2016, 2017. I started using my phone to document random stuff. And as a guy who mostly like using phones to document stuff, many times we are done with church service, my friends come to me. I was using, I think, J5 Prime, Samsung J5 Prime there. So it was a powerful phone. So I was able to take some cool pictures for them, and that's how everything started. Yeah, on campus. Okay. Yeah.
And then when you began, you had someone who was teaching you or something, or you just learned everything on your own?
There's someone.
Yeah, I'm asking this because you meet a creative and he'll be like, oh, me, I'm self-taught, those kind of things. That's what I'm asking. you with your journey, you did you get someone who mentored you, or you learned everything on your own or something?
Oh, okay. So right on campus, I wasn't being mentored. Like I started with a phone, didn't know anything about photography. So when I started, and I saw a page on Instagram. They mostly do travel photography with phone. I've forgotten the name. So I was taking inspiration from them. Yeah. So that's how it all started. And YouTube, University of YouTube and Google also helped. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so this one, you see that, let me even use myself again for example.
Okay.
When I was growing up, I think my uncles, they were more into art.
Okay.
So you see that there are times my uncle will be, drawing, and I'll be lying on the floor beside him, and I'll be watching.
Okay.
So as I grew up, I came to love drawing. Yes, as time went on. So in your case, uh, when you checked with the family where you come from, was there a point where you saw that, okay, this brother or uncle of mine is into arts or something that gave you some interest, or it was along the line that this creative stuff came in?
Okay, so there's one grandfather of mine who was a photographer.
Okay.
And anytime I pick the camera, my mom talked to me about him. He was a photographer back then, and I think one way or the other, I picked it from him. It's a long stuff, but I think he being a photographer and having that lineage, there is a sort of connection there. Not only my mom talks about him, but my other family members, they mostly say a way there of our kwesi, like you get that in a
hand. Kind of.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
Exactly, yeah.
Then we come to Anchor Studios. Why Anchor Studios?
The name?
Yes.
Okay, so Anchor Studios, the source is from my dad. From my dad. He got the name.
Your dad got the name for the brand?
Anchor. He got that name, Anchor.
Really?
Not anything related to photography. So he wanted to start something different, and he wanted it to be a business, a family business. Sorry.
Okay.
So when he got that name, I was like, okay, so there's the idea that my dad has for the family. So why then don't I start with something that I have interest in and use that name for mine as well, so that collectively we would have like the Anchor brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if let's say I'm your brother, okay, and I want to start something like clothing business, I'll name it Anchor Clothing.
It will work. It's actually a group of companies, something that we are looking at. So I took the media aspect, and my dad is also into construction. So he has Anchor Haven. There are other branches there. Yeah.
Oh, that is great. And so when we talk about Anchor Studio, what are we looking at? What service do they provide?
Okay, so Anchor Studios is a one-stop shop for anything media. When it comes to animation, graphic design, photography, film, anything you can think of.
Hey,
media.
Chama, they chop money. They chop money for Ghana here.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So today we want to discuss this topic with you. Streams of income, just passive income.
Okay.
As a stream of income for creatives. Okay. So most of the time, I believe that it's good to work hard, you know, but you can also be smart in working hard. And passive income is one of the smart ways you do make money.
Yeah.
But do you think that in the creative space, someone can be, let's say, a photographer, a videographer, and still create passive income for himself?
Okay. What I would say is it's possible, and I'll really advise any creative, from makeup artists to photographers to videographers, graphic designers, to actually have a passive income. It really helps a lot. Really helps a lot. So I would advise each and everyone to actually get a passive source of income. Yeah.
Passive income. What is it?
Okay. What I would say passive income is basically investing your time into something that you reap the benefits in the future, that you wouldn't have to be present or do active work on it in order to earn. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I have a project that is going on that I'm not spending much time in air, but it's giving me much money,
Mhm.
that becomes a passive income.
Yeah. If you have a project you are working on and you are not investing so much time in it, having a core source of income and doing that as a side hustle or as a passive income, I think that's a passive income. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So me as a creative, where do I start from if I want to generate because when passive income comes in, we have a lot of streams that you can create this passive income. So as a creative, let's say I'm a photographer, full-time photographer.
Yeah.
So how do I, or which area should I start from?
Okay. So we are taking it from a photographer's perspective, right?
Yes. Or
As a,
someone in the creative industry, it can be a photographer, a makeup artist,
okay.
event planner, and all that.
All right. Okay. So I think first and foremost, you have to check yourself, know what you really like in what you are doing, because there are so many ways you can start a passive income source. For example, as a photographer, and not all photographers really like retouching. So if you're a photographer and you are looking at maybe starting a passive source of income and you are good at retouching and something that you like, you can start something by retouching other people's work to earn something for yourself, thereby getting something in return as a passive source of income. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what other stream to do? Okay.
Okay. So still as a photographer, right?
Yes. Oh, so as I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
it's not specific a photographer. The best can be a videographer,
Okay.
makeup artist. All these people are in the creative space.
All right.
Yeah, so it can be any of them.
Okay. So taking, let's say, a makeup artist, for
Yeah.
example, makeup is something that's really booming in the creative industry. So if you're a makeup artist and you are looking at getting a passive source of income, I think you can also look at teaching what you do. You can even have a premium course that you put out, people will purchase it. Once you put in the work by creating the course, you can put it out and people will actually purchase it and you earn something for yourself. You wouldn't have to work after you've created a course or something. Yeah.
This one, teaching.
Mhm.
Is it the masterclass kind of thing?
Oh, nah. I mean,
Okay.
like putting together a course, like course material that you wouldn't have to be in person to teach, but people can purchase online. Could be videos, could be books. Yeah.
How is that different from a masterclass?
Okay. So masterclass, I think it could be in person. Mostly it's in person.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly it's in person. So with that, if it's in person, it means you, the creator, have to be there to teach the people, which can also be a passive source of income. But I think the best way is to the best way is to create something tangible, like a material, an asset that you can sell around, that people will buy. Yeah, people can even have your course, not necessarily in your locality, even outside your locality. People can also have your course.
According to Mr. Anko,
Mhm.
we can start retouching or maybe teaching. But you see, this teaching aspect, someone asks, so what if I start and no one buys the course? What do I do?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. So as I said, you should know yourself. You should know that what you're doing, you have a firm grasp of what you're doing, and people like your style.
Mhm.
Because when you start off, there are people you look up to
Okay.
because you like their style of work. And because of that, if they put something out, you would want to get them and maybe master a thing or two from what they put out. So I think you should know yourself, know you have a fan base or an audience that like what you do, that are interested in buying into your style, so that once you put them out there, it wouldn't be something that you run a loss. Yeah.
Okay. So the explanation you gave was it is something that you do that you don't spend much time
Much
with,
time. Yeah.
but you are earning from it. But when you start getting a passive income, can it be passive forever?
Okay. So from the retouching example I made,
Mhm.
always it starts with you, the main person, which you get actively involved for the start. And once you see there is the demand for you to scale up, you can even get people on board that in your absence, they can even work and deliver to clients to your satisfaction. Yeah.
So does it still make it a passive income source, or it's
It,
now your full-time job?
it doesn't make it your full-time job. You can have a full-time job, and once you have people even working in your stead, I think it makes it a passive income. Yeah.
So if that's the case, so what differentiates a passive income and your full-time job? Like what differentiates them?
Okay, so what I think differentiates your core source of income and your passive income is, with your core source of income, mostly you get involved. You
Mhm.
sell your hours for returns. But with your passive income, it's something that you invest in now. You reap the benefits like in the future. Without even your presence, you reap the benefits. That's for passive income.
If I get you so clear, it means that I'm a photographer. Let's say I'm into weddings. Okay. So aside the weddings that I've been taking, I see myself this guy. I'm very good at retouching pictures. So if you're a photographer and then um, you need someone to retouch your pictures for you, bring it to me. So that money coming from me retouching for you becomes the passive.
Yeah.
And the wedding I went to shoot, even when I retouch those wedding pictures, it's not passive. But that one is my core stream.
Your analogy sounds so maybe because I don't. Yeah.
I'm a wedding photographer.
Okay.
In my package, I tell my client that I'll give you, let's say, this number of retouch pictures.
Okay.
So I go for wedding, I shoot my clients.
Yeah.
And then photographer B
Okay.
also goes to shoot. He is not good at retouching. He calls me that, oh, Eben, can you work on this retouch for me?
Mhm.
And I took the pictures, retouched for him, and he pays me. Now, the client that I shot the wedding for too pays me,
Yeah.
including the retouching pictures. And I'm saying that per what you said,
Mhm.
it means that the one I did for photographer B is my passive income.
Yeah, that becomes your passive income.
And the one that I retouched for my client, who is not a photographer,
Mhm.
that one becomes my core stream of income.
Exactly. Yeah.
So is it possible for someone or a creative to have multiple source of passive income? Let's say you have, let's say, 3 or 4 passive income. Is it possible?
Okay, so it's possible to have multiple streams of passive income, but I think you should have a core one, which the other source of income wouldn't be a fracture when it comes to your main stream of income. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to put across. Because once you have multiple streams of passive income, it means you have a core source of income. What the others are doing is like you are trying to create a creative ecosystem where all the other source of passive income wouldn't interfere with your main source of income, but rather support the main or the core stream of income, which is your main.
So
Yeah.
has there been a point or a time where there have been a conflict
Mhm.
between your passive and your core source of income?
Mm.
You can give us examples.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure things out because um okay, so let me use my backdoor business as an example. There are sometimes the orders that come overwhelms me that sometimes you have bookings and other stuff to do for clients. So I'm still trying to build a solid team that will work even in my absence for the backdrop business. So I would say one way or the other, it may conflict each other, but I think you can find a way around it and get things done so that it eases you off so much stress.
So how do you find your way around it when it happens?
So it happens even today before coming here, I painted a backdrop with my boys.
Why is Nick actually out to? What they want to know?
So I had to leave because of the time, and
I
leave everything for them to do. So I'm trying to build a solid team that will work for me. Even in my absence, something will just go on.
Okay. You are trying to build something that in your absence, you have people who are working. Oh, that's interesting. So far we've heard of retouching and teaching. Can you give us more? Because someone was watching us, or the person is listening to us. I made 2 years Kenyan. So what do I do?
Okay, so with retouching, I think you should know yourself. Once again, you should know yourself. Know that you are good at what you do. Because I started retouching other people's work, I think, in 2020, the COVID period. I made some cash then, but the shortfall that I saw in that aspect was people tend to stress you so much with work, retouching their works for them. I wouldn't want to go into details that much, but I think you should know yourself, and starting a passive source of income, one way or the other, you would have to learn on the job. You'd have to learn on the job. And also with the teaching too, you should know yourself once again. You should know that you know what you're doing, and that people can also buy into what you are trying to put out there. Yeah.
So aside these two, do we have other areas that some creatives can look at?
There are so many areas, so many of them.
Can you give us some of them?
Okay.
I want to let so that my people can benefit from it.
Okay, so let me take photography as an example. I'll use myself an example. When I started my YouTube channel and I started putting information across, people started asking me for my preset and luts, which will be coming out very soon.
Is it going to be anchor presets?
Well, let's see. Okay, so yeah. So with that, once you start something, the comments that come around should trigger you to do certain things. I think we have to be responsive to certain things that come around us. So with the photography, you can sell your presets, your LUTs, and your templates. Sometimes, even with actions, you can even create actions and sell. As a beginner starting off, I know it will be very difficult to start something capital intensive when it comes to passive income. So you can look at basic stuff like maybe actions, like templates, and the little that you've learned, you can actually teach people or show behind the scenes of how you go about your process. Yeah.
Wow. Per the list you just gave right now, it brings this question of AI, action, presets, a whole lot. Let's say in the next 5 to 10 years, can selling of presets and templates be a thing
of the past? Oh,
yes, because of AI.
Okay. So what I would say about AI is not going to replace us, like as creatives. It's going to aid us. It's going to only replace creatives who don't use AI. Yeah. So as a creative, I'll urge you to incorporate these AI platforms into your work and try and make good use of them. And I think you should also look at platforms that will really help you. There are some platforms that wouldn't help you because with that one, it's about copyright. Without some platforms, once you create with them, you don't have access to your, like, the right as the owner. There are others too that you have access to.
CapCut for now, come
Oh, not necessarily CapCut, but then there are other platforms too. Yeah.
I think recently CapCut they are also doing the same
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
which is something. I mean, that's just by the way.
Mhm.
So I think one challenge with most creatives is, let's say I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
I do frames. I sell it. I have actions.
Mhm.
I'm selling it. I have templates. I'm selling them. But the whole year still now I'm not getting money.
Mhm.
Why?
Okay.
And look at, it's not like people are not patronizing what I'm selling.
Yeah.
But at the end of the year, I'm not seeing any money.
Okay.
Why?
I think as creatives, financial management is very key. I always say
Hmm.
this thing because it's not always about working. It's about how you work. It's not about working hard. It's about working smarter. Someone can get 1 gig for the whole year, and maybe the amount the person will make out of that 1 gig, it will make up to someone's like chunk of
Okay.
gigs the person had for the year. So I think maybe with regards to maybe pricing, yeah, pricing could be a factor.
So what I said was that it's not like the person is
Mhm.
not getting the sale. The sales are
It's
coming.
coming, yeah.
But at the end of the year, I'm not seeing money.
Okay, so sales are coming.
Yes.
We have sales and we have sales.
Go deeper.
Okay, so what I mean by that is with sales, imagine maybe let's use frames as an example.
Okay.
Let's say 16 by 20. Someone will sell a 16 by 20 frame for, let's say, 700 cedis, just one. Someone will also sell it for cheaper. There is a numbers game here. The person selling it for cheaper would have to do more in order to make maybe 700 cedis as compared to the person selling at that price. So I think once you are giving good quality to a client, you should price so well that you also get value and something for yourself that will be tangible. Yeah.
Okay. So how do I make sure that, okay, at the end of the year I know that I made this amount of money from frames, that's from actions,
Mhm.
that's from my main, or just weddings. How do I do that?
Okay. So it's all about financial management. When
Okay.
when I started photography, I would say I started photography professionally, I think 2021. That's when I started photography professionally. Professionally because I took the business aspect a bit seriously and also the skill aspect of it too seriously. So when it comes to it all comes down to financial management. You should know the business aspect very well and also keep bookings and track your income and expenses in order to be accountable at the end of the month or at the end of the year. So basically, it comes to financial management. Yeah, it's very key.
Do you have some apps you can recommend for us that you use?
Okay.
Or like what you yourself, what do you do practically that we can learn from?
Okay, so when
Yeah.
it comes to keeping track of my income, I use the native spreadsheet.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also
Microsoft Excel.
that's Excel. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
In combination with PixieSet. PixieSet has a booking platform which is for invoicing and also creating sessions for your clients. And it also has a website aspect of it. Basically, it's in I think 4 or 5 sections. We have the client gallery, the studio manager, and I think the website and some other stuff also on the platform. So I use the studio manager for my bookings and also bookkeeping. Yeah.
Mm.
There are other platforms like Honeybook you can also check, which does the same thing, which will help you track your income and expenses at the end of the day.
How much do a creative need to start a passive stream?
A passive stream, how much?
Scarcely I'm here. I say, you may try for near,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a person may get a passive income account. Scarcely I'm here. I'm meeting media share BBS.
Okay, I would say it depends.
Okay.
It depends, cause depending on the level you are and what you want to start. Imagine as a photographer, you want to start maybe a passive income, and you already have your stuff. You have your laptop, your tablet for retouching. You can start without even using anything like using any upfront money to invest in that passive income source. So you can just start with what you have without necessarily investing in any yeah,
Okay. So you just have to start with what you have.
what you have, yeah.
But don't you think some of these passive sources require some kind of money before you begin?
Oh, it does. As I said, it depends on what you want to start. So let's say you want to start YouTube. YouTube, you don't need money to start YouTube. The only aspect that comes in is maybe having access to internet and a device that will aid you to get onto the platform. So with that, I think it's basic. Everyone has a phone or a laptop, and also internet access is everywhere, in quotes, everywhere. So you wouldn't need to necessarily invest money into it. But it depends. It depends. Let's say you want to, with this podcast, you have to invest so much into it before you can even start it. But for actions and presets and all those stuff, you wouldn't have to. Yeah, you wouldn't have to. Yeah.
For Uncle say we have a start passive income. You don't need any money to generate any passive stream. Just the ideas in your mind, the equipment you have, and you can kickstart something. Yes, that is so great. That is so great. So has there been a time that you felt embarrassed on set before?
I remember my first wedding I shot. It was in this Brownhaven region. Brownhaven region. I shot this wedding. It was both photo and video. I shot this wedding. I came back. I worked on the files. I started with a photo. I was working 1 month, so just imagine photo, video, and I delivered the pictures. I lost the videos. Yeah, just like that. And with the client, that client in particular, because the amount he paid for photo, video, like at that time, just imagine, bro. So yeah, SD card corrupting, yeah, it's something that after that incident, I've made it a point not to encounter such an incident again.
You have chow of SD.
Oh yeah, yes, there are a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there are a lot. Often you see creatives starting off and they have cheap SD cards that will corrupt their files, and I'm always like, Charlie, you don't know you don't know what goes into backup and all those stuff. So you are just, and I think you have to also learn on the job. And to like, yeah. I've even had an external hard drive of 4 terabytes crashing. ECG did that. ECG did that. With that, luckily for me, I was able to record some of them.
Okay.
And I had also buy a new one, which I had new files on them, so it didn't really strike me that much. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I think myself, I had this similar experience. 4 terabytes, Seagate.
Mine too was Seagate too. The one that you power, right?
Yeah, 4 terabytes.
Yeah.
Will you advise me? I'm a creative, and then I started, let's say, selling frames.
Okay.
Doing frames for people and selling, or let's say any of the passive streams.
I'm saying, yeah.
But I realized that now the passive is making me more money than the core work I'm doing. Should I stop the core work I'm doing and focus on the passive? What do I do?
This is a good question. This is really a good question. So when you start a passive source of income, there is the possibility that it may end up overriding maybe your core stream of income, because it depends on what you are doing. But I think it depends on the income returns you are getting. that will inform you of whether foregoing your core stream of income and focusing on your passive income, which will then become your core stream of income, or the other way around. So it depends. But for me, the advice I'll give creatives is don't forgo your core stream of income. Yeah, don't forgo, because sometimes it may be pseudo, because the passive source of income may be seen as right now booming. Then you may forgo what you started with, which I would say many people know you for that. And the other way, it will change. So I wouldn't advise you to stop your mainstream of income. You can have it side by side, and yeah.
I see. So we shouldn't leave the one we have now.
No, you shouldn't. Because I have friends who started as wedding photographers, and like they switched to another stream of another general photography, and the kind of returns they are getting from what they are getting now isn't as compared to what they started
when they were doing their wedding.
So I think if you want to start something, and you shouldn't forgo, you should just try and build a team to handle maybe your core stream of income, so that when the time comes for you to maybe focus on your passive stream of income to become your core, and your core becoming your passive, and the team helps you out with that. Yeah.
Is it difficult to register these businesses? Is it difficult to register them?
Yeah, businesses.
So what I'm trying to say is that I have passive streams A, B, C, D.
Okay.
And I have names. So like Anchor, we have Anchor Studios.
Yeah.
We have Anchor Moments, which is the wedding page.
Yeah.
We have Vintage Backdrops, which is for backdrops.
Yeah.
We have 3 different companies.
Yeah.
In quotes. And they are all generating.
We even have Grad with Anchor.
Graduate Anchor, yeah. So graduation care university. Sharp one. Yeah, so these are 3. So now I want to even ask, are they different entities, or they are different services under Anchor Studios?
Okay, so I would say basically they are the same. They are all under Anchor Studios.
Okay.
Yeah, so Anchor Studios is the mother brand, and under that we have Anchor Moment. We have.
Is it a group of company?
Sole proprietorship. Let's see. Maybe we'll get there. Right now, Anchor Studios is a sole proprietorship.
Good.
But I think as time goes on, we look at doing other things, and maybe
group of companies. Oh, it's cow. So is it difficult?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say for me, I want to register or license each of them.
Mm-hmm.
Is it difficult? If it's not difficult, what process do I go through to make sure that all these A, B, C stream of income are registered?
Okay. Difficult may be relative. It depends. You know the country you're in, right?
Okay.
So when I was registering my business, I was actually doing national service. So when I started with the process, I had a friend who was working there. So I went through the normal procedure without you get it. Yeah. So
without
it was
passing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not that difficult registering your business.
And if someone is watching, the person is a creative.
Yeah.
We need business certificates. What will you tell the person?
Hey, shall only business certificate you have to get, because there are some gigs that come around that they will request for your business certificate and some other stuff. So if you don't have them, it will be very difficult to get those gigs.
Have you lost a gig because of that before?
Okay, it wasn't because of business certificate, but it was business account, like bank account, business bank account. Yeah. Business bank account. So a corporate gig, like I had it was a call from their HR that they wanted to, everything went through. I should send my details for payment, upfront payment, and Derrick Asiamah.
I'm just off radio, man.
I don't know, but I think for their record keeping and all this stuff, if they see like an individual on some of these things, it raises suspicion. But if we know maybe Anchor Studios, they know the money went into a
company or corporate account.
Yeah.
I think I was listening to what's this guy? There's one popular creative in Nigeria, and he was talking about this, that one mistake that most creatives they have is that in their business, when they are communicating, they communicate as individual entities, and it doesn't help at all.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you soon. The moment you tell a company, I will get back. Some of them that I will. Oh, I just saw this, will just piss them off.
Okay.
Because they want to work with. When they see we, then they are looking at a corporate body that they can work with. Yeah. So in our communications too, I believe it's if you're a brand and you are chatting with clients, please let them know that they are chatting with a brand, not you.
This thing is very difficult, because sometimes I get what you're saying. There are people that you know them personally, and once you begin to treat it as a brand or a company, like it gets some way.
Yeah, but I think so. In that case, you have to follow the flow of the conversation.
Yeah.
So, for example, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
So if I come to you and if you come to me and you need something, it is you that needs it, and you came to me.
Yeah.
The convo, you didn't speak to me as a brand or a company coming. You spoke as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
And if I flow with you as an individual, because you know yourself, I think in a way it is cool. But if where you are coming from, you were sent from the company, I'm not sure I'm going to say, we need. So definitely, I think you have to follow the conversation of the client, because clients now buying, they are talking about we. Also the I.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard for some of them to even give you the gig.
It's true. I had this instance where, like, it was a law firm.
Mm-hmm.
It was a law firm. I know the person who was trying to give me the gig, so it was like a direct communication. In that instance, you can't go with like that we thing.
Yeah.
It should be like you and the person trying to get you the gig. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to put across. Yeah. So I think each instance and how you approach it. But mostly when, not always corporate brands or entities, even if an individual client hits you up randomly for maybe an enquiry, I think you should go with the we.
The we.
Yeah.
Okay. A quick one, then we'll go for break.
Yeah.
You made mention of a law firm. Is it any passive source that you should have contract binding your service? Or some of them they can't, where they say normal way. Let's do the deal.
Okay, so one of the mistakes that I made when I started was not taking invoicing serious. You shouldn't necessarily have a binding agreement or a paperwork on every gig.
Mm-hmm.
There are some gigs that no matter what, you should have a written agreement, like a solid written agreement. But there are others too. In your invoice, you should lay some set out terms and conditions that will bind what you are getting into with the client. So not all gigs that should end up having contracts.
Why did the person say that those things you wrote me, I didn't read them? What do? You
didn't read them, they play. Oh, okay. So what I do is when clients hit me up for a shoot, like let's say a birthday shoot, taking them through contracts is hectic. For me as a creator, I see it to be hectic. But what we can do is inside the invoice, lay out some terms and conditions that will guide you as to even delivery time. Because there are some clients, Charlie, I rest my case.
Okay. That is an interesting conversation. Passive income for creatives. So we're going to have a short break. And when we come back, Mr. Anchor is going to show us some amazing stuff. And you can't wait. Me, I can't wait. So I'm sure you can't wait.
you a photographer, a videographer, filmmaker, or a content creator? Are you looking for the perfect shot without breaking the bank? Look no further. Christocentric Rentals has got you covered. At Christocentric Rentals, we provide top-notch cameras and gears from the world's leading brands. We have Canon, Sony, Blackmagic, Nikon, and all your industry favorites. Whether it's a wedding, a commercial shoot, a travel vlog, or just a simple shoot, we have the right equipment for you. High quality lenses, professional accessories, unbeatable prices, and flexible rental terms all in one place. Visit us today or any other day at Top High near KNUST. You can also call us on the following numbers to make your booking: 0532 670 582 or 0596 844 781. You can find us at Christocentric Rentals on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Christocentric Rentals, professional production assured.
Thank you so much for being with us. Yeah, so before we left, we told you that Mr. Anchor is going to show us some amazing stuff. It's going to come back. I had one question for him. And Mr. Anchor,
Yeah.
I want to know, and also our viewers also want to know that which three people have inspired you in the creative industry, specifically in the photography space.
Okay. In Ghana. Okay, so in Ghana, the very first person is Bob Pixel.
Bob Pixel.
Yeah, when I was in SHS, I used to really see his feed on Insta. The late Bob Pixel.
Yeah,
Bob Pixel. Fifi Jermaine. Nah. Visley.
Hey, and then
Visley.
Ghana ni.
Yeah.
And
he's Naka. Visley.
Wow.
He's been part of my journey as a photographer. I really appreciate him.
You said the name is what?
Visley. Vislyy.
Okay.
Visley, yeah. Last person. There is one old photographer. Yeah. He's called James Bano.
Okay.
Yeah. When I started off, I used to see some of his archived works, and it really inspired me a lot. So of late, I want to meet him. I really want to meet him.
Amazing.
I really want to meet him. He's an old, then times he used to document the history and all the stuff. James Bano. Yeah.
But outside Ghana, 3 people.
Outside Ghana.
Yeah.
And also those who.
Yeah, but give us 3.
Okay, so outside Ghana. So the very first person is Emmanuel Leke, Nigeria.
Okay.
Emmanuel Leke, Nigeria. Let's do those who.
3 of them.
So we left with 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll go in for Rim. Photos by Rim.
Okay.
Yeah, photos by Rim. Wedding photographer, US. And there is one woman in US, Sophia Barrett.
Okay.
Yeah, Sophia Barrett.
Amazing.
It's very amazing, yeah.
That's really inspiring. So the names, you heard it, you can check them out on IG and maybe they can inspire you too. Yeah. Okay, that is great. So out of these people, I'm sure you've been looking at their works, and definitely you can see some of their minds in the works you have been doing.
Yeah.
But you see, recently I saw how you've been posting your wedding pictures. This guy has improved because the way you post it, I'm like, oh, the boys are really improving. I was like, wow. In fact, normally when I go to IG, yourself and Juan, when I go to your page, I'm happy.
Wow.
Because I look at some years back and currently the pictures, how the posting is going, everything is, you can see growth.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And it's good. It's good.
Thank you.
So Anchor has a lot of creative work that is done. And then you want to take us through some of them. Share inspiring stories behind them. I think maybe after watching, you can also create some. I mean, when you seek permission from him, you can give it a go ahead. Don't steal his idea. Okay, so please, okay, so this image. So here I'm seeing is she in heaven? Because I'm seeing some cloud and it's raining. So where is this woman?
Okay, so she's in Ghana here.
Okay.
She's into medical equipment. That's the business she does. And the booking came in very late.
Okay.
Very late. I got a call, it was a Friday, and she confirmed it on a Saturday. So we had to do the shoot on a Sunday. And she told me it was her 25th birthday, so I should create something nice and epic for her. So when I got to look at the outfit, I had this idea to make good use of. I had a white fabric lying around the studio, and also the rose flower you can see. So the reason why I used the rose flower was I wanted it to complement her red hues.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah, and as you know, flowers also signify freshness.
Okay.
Yeah, so to the new age she has entered into. Yeah. And with there's a stool she's sitting on and an apple box lying on the floor. I actually covered it with the white fabric and in post. The clouds happened in post.
See, I was asking, is she in heaven? Because I could see some clouds in there.
Yeah. So in post, it was looking too raw because I shot on them a plain white background. I was like, this image. Then I made me there. I can't harm an yeah. So the only thing that came into mind is because she's in white and I used white backdrop with the white fabric on the stool and the apple box, I decided to add some clouds to actually elevate the whole look of the image.
And how many lights?
Okay, so with this particular, I used one light. Yeah, one light. It was just one big parabolic umbrella.
Okay.
So I laid her together with the backdrop to give me that clean look.
Okay. The image looks good. And the lady Nankasa, she's nice.
Oh, yeah, she's nice.
Tell
she's
her
nice.
that I'm saying she's nice.
Mr. Even.
Please, can you show us the next picture? I need the magazine picture. No, give us another one. Yes.
Okay.
So, okay, well, that's why I'll let Mr. Uncle speak for himself. But
you can say something before I come in.
Yeah, so this image appeared in one of the international magazines. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see this. So Uncle, tell us the journey for this particular image and how it got up there.
Okay, so this is a collaborative shoot I did with Dorcas, who is the model, and the makeup and the hairstylist, Kines. She's now in the UK.
Okay.
So I think this is the very last thing I did with Kines before she left Ghana.
Okay.
It was basically a bridal theme headshot. Okay. And the idea was to drape the model with a fabric and also make good use of her natural hair. As you can see, the hair is natural and she gave, I think, an extension at the back with something looking like a bulb. Yeah, so I used, I think, three lights for this particular image. The main one was in a beauty dish from above. I have the tutorial on my YouTube channel, and I had one remain here from camera right, as you can see the hair area, and also one was lighting the backdrop.
So one
from above. Inside there.
So that's that light you are seeing.
The one.
Please zoom in a bit fast. So I'm seeing some light. Zoom in. My brother, zoom in for me. So you see that white. Is it the light that's creating that effect?
Okay, so that one was the hair light, the keka light, no?
Okay.
Yeah, so that one was behind the subject, like a camera, right?
Okay, it's not the one that was coming.
No. The one coming from above gave that spot on.
Okay.
And with this image, one thing I would like to say is the day we were creating this image, we started, I think, around 7 p.m. and we ended around 10 p.m. or thereabout. Because we did the makeup and everything there. And whilst we were creating, it started raining heavily. I had faced my AC fresh, and the expertise who was working on the AC actually didn't do the work well. So we had water gushing into the studio just like that. So we had to, and ECG also did their thing. So you can see everything came into the YouTube video I did, And fast forward, I think this was the video that, the BTS was the video that brought the magazine feature. Yeah. So you really do not know where your work will be going. So put in all the efforts.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Okay, so most guys, should I even say most guys? I think now graduation is a season that most photographers do anticipate a lot.
Yeah.
You know. But you see, one thing is that when it's graduation, there are some creatives who take photos and others to create it.
Yeah.
So you see that, yes, you laugh, but some of the shots are exceptional. I mean, when I see pictures, like what I say is that this picture was not taken, it was created.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm seeing here. Because this one, even though I'm not the one who shot it, but I can say that it is really speaking a lot.
Yeah.
But you see a fine lady with her mom. I don't know whether it's the mom or the auntie, but two women. One is the grad one, and the other is whether a parent or something. And you could see the lady is smiling. The mom is smiling, but I believe she's also saying something.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about this particular image?
Okay, so every graduation period, I want to get like an epic shot, at least one from every graduation period.
Okay.
So the lady is called Na. During her session, I saw her mom's outfit. I was like, I'm in the outfit near me fair. Looking at how she's having the headgear on. So I wanted to take a picture of the two.
Okay.
So the idea that came was to have the mom trying to fit the cap on. And during that process, the mom was whispering something into her. Yeah. Now, don't joke with her mother at all, because her mom actually plays a very vital role in her life. Yeah. So after 4 years of education, I think one of the things that you can get graduating students document timeless memories like this for them. And I think them having this, she actually told me she'll be hanging this one in her room. So just imagine having this one in your room and seeing it every day before you step out.
Because if I get, I will hang out. And there's one image. So I'm seeing this young guy. Yes.
Okay.
Why did he create for Easter? Yeah, because this is
with
you
this
were
image,
playing with colors. Tell us.
So with this image, the subject in focus is Kekese. Kekese is an upcoming musician.
Okay.
That really puts in the work when it comes to visuals and whatever goes into his craft. So he reached out to me and he was like, he's coming up with a tape and he want to create something standing out of the theme for the tape. And it was Church Boy in Love. Church Boy in Love. So that was the theme. So I was like, Church Boy in Love. So church, in relation to church, we can't take cross out, which shows the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. So I had this idea. The actual idea was very wild than this. Yeah, that one we had to build a set, but budget-wise, you get it. We had to create something epic still to.
Was it a collaboration with other creatives? Or
No. With this, it was a commissioned work for him. So it was basically Uncle Studio's team. handling everything. So I had a gobo shaped in a cross form, and that was the main light, gelled blue, teal, like teal, not blue like blue, like teal. So I had it lighting him straight on the backdrop, and I had him touching his feet that way. Yeah. So that was basically
it's very creative.
And it was one light too. Yeah, one light.
Wow.
Light.
Uncle, you are really doing amazing works.
Thank you very much.
I'm really proud. I mean, when we see this kind of works, it tells that when you come to Ghana, the creative space has a future.
Yeah.
But I believe that as we are sitting here in the next 10 to 5 years, people should say that, oh, what you were saying, you were inspired by 1, 2, 3. You were saying there are many.
Yeah, there are lots.
In the years come to, some young people are going to say, oh, Uncle inspired me.
Okay.
That's what we are looking at. And definitely looking at these works is going to happen.
Thank you.
Motivation or discipline?
Okay. I think I will choose discipline.
Why?
Discipline because you can be motivated now, and if you don't have the discipline to continue whatever motivated you to start, you may fall off. So I will choose discipline because discipline is what brings the results. If you are disciplined with a course, let's say you want to achieve A, you are feeling motivated. You've heard someone talking about something that has motivated you. Once you don't have discipline, I don't think the results will actually come up. Yeah, so I will choose discipline any day.
Discipline any day.
And for you to know, I'm also I'm a gym guy small, so I understand discipline a lot. Yeah.
Wow. Camera body or camera lens?
Camera body or camera lens? Okay. Charlie. It depends who.
Camera body or camera lens?
Camera body or camera lens? I'll go in for lens.
Okay, why?
The lens is the eye of the camera.
Okay.
And it actually determines the final look of the image. What I mean by that is, let's say you want to go in for a distorted look. You can't do that with the camera. The body alone, you need a lens that will aid you to actually achieve that result. So, and with the body, you can even cook with a low-end gear and it will look clean. There was one time someone came to my studio to rent the space, and the person came with a Rebel T3 IOTCSI, one of those old, yeah. He had 50mm STM lens on it, and the camera, the pictures that came out was really nice. Even if we showed a picture that was taken with that camera, you wouldn't believe. So me, I'll choose lens any day.
Lens any day.
Yeah.
So Mr. Uncle is saying that for him, it is lens over lens. 100 over 100.
Yeah, lens.
Okay,
lens, yeah.
That is amazing. So the last question is coming from Kweku Woods Photography. Yeah. So Kweku Woods is saying that is it about the gear or the skill set of the photographer?
Gear doesn't matter. Gear does matter. This Charlie.
Kweku Woods said we should ask you.
Okay. Kweku is my very good friend, but I will push him to the corner. Really, I'm a friend. No? So gear. Am I supposed to choose one side or
gear or skill?
So I should choose one side. I will choose.
You will choose G or S?
I'll choose G's. I'll choose skill.
Skill.
Yeah, skill.
Okay, why?
the gear is a tool which is going to aid you, the creator. So if you don't have the needed skill to, every gear actually has its limitations. Let me start from there. So you having the skill means you know the limitation of each camera you're having or each gear you're having. So that will make you create better images with the minimal you have. Yeah, so I'll go in for the skill over gear. But it depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Anchor is saying that on average, all things being equal, he's choosing the skill over the camera gear. That is amazing. And that was an amazing time with you. We really enjoyed the conversation today. But before we leave, let us know your Instagram handles. If someone wants to follow you, someone wants to be inspired by you, where do they reach you?
Okay, so I'm on Instagram at Anchor Studios _ TikTok to same, to X to same, and I'm on YouTube too.
Okay.
YouTube too at Mr. Anchor or at Anchor Studios _ Yeah, you find me.
Yeah. So when you go to YouTube, Anchor, he has a lot of YouTube videos. Yeah, I've been watching the behind the scenes and it's amazing. Do you know that when I was at photography, it was some of the videos and I'm here more because I'm like, okay, you have to do your settings. But how do they do? Because normally when you're watching BTS, at least you are looking at how he's posing the client. So you are not just learning the settings, but how do I pose a client? Your 9 say, page answer say yes. And so the BTS, it really helps a lot.
Yeah.
Anchor, the next guest, we don't know the person who is coming on the show. But what question do you want us to ask the person?
Okay. Is the person going to be a photographer?
The person is in the creative industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll ask the person is, without what he or she is currently pursuing, what would they do?
That is great. So then please, the audience, you can be thinking about this question. Whatever thing you are doing right now, if you are not doing it, and then pana obey. Uncle, thank you so much.
You're welcome
for being with us. Really appreciate your time.
Right.
Yeah, so this is the end of today's conversation. This is the Diary of a Creative, where we discuss trends in the industry, and also we bring seasoned men to come and teach us on some topics that can help us in our creative journey. This program is sponsored by Christocentric Rentals. If you need any camera gear to rent for your program, you can contact them. They are going to sort you out. And also, if you are watching this program and you have a guest, you have a creative, and you want to see that person on this show, let us know in the comment section. And you will make sure whatever thing that we have to do to bring the person, they are going to do it and bring that person to you.